Is that no?
I'll stay out of it.
Oh, I mean, look. Okay, it's for the website.
Okay? So, one, hello. Thank you. We're going to start with our home agency, which is Ryan's. You know, almost all of us go to Ryan's. All our children went to Ryan's. So we're going to have Ryan's spokesperson come up. And Miss Henderson, right? Yes. Miss Henderson is going to tell you what they do, she's going to tell you everything. So Miss Henderson, come over here.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for inviting us, Carmen. I am Alicia Henderson. I am the Chief of Behavioral Health for Bryan Health. Someone you do know, Bryan Health is a large health organization. We have 7 different sites, but here in your neighborhood, right here, my office is here too, we have 2 sites. One at 801 Amsterdam Avenue and one at 97th Street between Columbus and Amsterdam. Do you guys know about Bryan? 20 years. 20 years? I love that. I love that. Well, we provide lots of different services at Bryan. We have primary care. We have dentistry. We have women and children services. We have pediatric services. We have HIV, AIDS, and prevention services. And of course, my favorite, because I think it's very important and why we're here today, is behavioral health services. Okay, so we do offer behavioral health services right here on Amsterdam Avenue between 7-Eleven and the park. We have the Emotional Wellness Center there. We provide services to folk from 5 years old on up. Okay, and we treat lots of different symptoms there. Okay, whether it's depression, sadness, someone lost a pet and they're really having a hard time adjusting to that. We work with individuals who are suffering from situations like that. We have individual services. We have group services. We just finished with the men's group in August. Right now we're about to start a social skills group for adolescents 13 to 17. We're really excited about that. Right now there's a women's group going on. That's for all ages. Okay, so we'd love to see you guys. We want to provide access. There's quality care at Bryan Health. As you all know, several of you have been going to Bryan for a long time. You know we offer quality health services there. And so we have openings all over. But here on 97th Street and 801 Amsterdam Avenue, we'd love to see you there. Okay?
Give her a hand.
Thank you.
A little bit more on the behavioral part of the yeah.
Absolutely. So we do encounter a lot of individuals, very young and older, who do suffer from some feelings of sadness that lead them to feel like very hopeless and to feel like they don't want to be here anymore. Bryan Health is a zero suicide prevention, our entire network agency. We really work hard at screening for suicide and prevention of suicide, okay? And so we do treat symptoms. If you're feeling, suicidal, if you're not feeling hopeful, you can call 988. There will be someone on the phone to talk to you right away if you call 988. But if you're feeling like you really might hurt yourself or you're feeling like you might want to hurt someone else, then of course you call 911. Or you walk to your nearest hospital, your nearest psych department. Okay? Yes. We do accept helpers.
Can you give me a little bit more on the mental health?
Yes, so the mental health, we treat bipolar disorder. I don't really like to call things disorder, but we treat symptoms of bipolar disorder. We treat symptoms of major depressive disorder. We treat symptoms of schizoaffective disorder, not necessarily schizophrenia. They're very similar, but you know, if you have symptoms of schizophrenia all the time, oftentimes you aren't able to really benefit from psychotherapy because you're talking about reality. And so, what other? We treat all kinds of disorders, but the most common are major depressive disorder, bipolar disorder. Some people are just feeling sad and hopeless. With children, we have a lot of adjustment disorder or social disorders. They are afraid to go to school, or they just don't feel like going to school. They've been bullied. And so we cater to all of those different symptoms and disorders. Thank you. Okay?
Give her a hand, you guys.
I want to ask about the women's program. So you have, what does it involve?
So whatever woman's issue you might have. You need the group.
Right.
You need the group. And so we deal with all, in that group they address all different women's issues. Whatever the women in the group, last week they had 11 women join the group. And we allowed the women to talk about some of the issues that they felt were very particular to them, to women. I know Meredith. I know Meredith very well.
All right, thank you.
What is your approach on the veterans that come home from combat or war?
And so I neglected to say that we also do treat PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, and it's not just something that veterans experience. Folk who experience very serious traumas also experience PTSD. We actually have a group. I know you guys probably haven't heard of this therapy because it's very new for us as well, but we just had a EMDR is what it's called group, and that group is meant to help people get in touch with and resolve a lot of their traumas and the memories that they have as a result of their traumas.
Anybody else? All right. Give her a hand again, guys.
What time is it?
That group is on Tuesdays, I think at 10:30 to 11. Okay.
What building?
801 Amsterdam Avenue, 801B as in boy.
I know they do. Thank you.
Okay? Thank you guys.
I didn't even sign it, but I didn't say that.
Okay. Let's keep it rolling, guys. We got Samaritans of New York here also. And she will tell you what Samaritans of New York is all about. Maureen? Kamari.
Yeah, tell us come over here.
Kamari, come on this way, Kamari, because we're filming.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for having us. Thank you for being here. Again, my name is Mari. I'm here with Samaritans of New York. We are a suicide prevention organization. We're crisis response. We've been operating in New York City for 43 years now. Samaritans got their first grounding over 7 years ago in the UK, and ever since we've branched out to over 400 centers worldwide. But each center operates individually so that we can
Hello, one mic, guys.
so that we can address the needs 24-hour crisis response hotline. It's run by volunteers that have gone through extensive training, who are there to listen without judgment, without trying to fix someone. They're there to just bear witness to your pain. And anyone can call in from anywhere, regardless of your socioeconomic status, race, culture, anything. It's open to everyone. In addition to that, we also have our bereavement services, which is something that I run. 4 times a week, we have peer support groups for people who've lost loved ones to suicide. So huge impacts. We've seen the people that come in there. Sometimes we've noticed recently that they've been coming more and more closer to the date of their death. So very impactful.
¿Ustedes entienden lo que ella está hablando? Does everybody understand? ¿Ustedes entienden? Un poquito. Porque ella está hablando de la agencia de ella, que ahora en la agencia de ella lo que ellos hacen, ellos le hablan a la gente que han perdido algo, que están viendo que tienen trabajo de dejar eso, tú sabes, que se les murió la persona y tienen, así.
Yeah, the bereavement services are there. 2 are virtual, 2 are in person. So if you or someone come stop by, get the information, and we'll get you set up with some of those. We're really grateful to be here today because mental health has become such an issue for everyone. And at Samaritans, our mission statement is to help prevent suicide and to help save lives. And we do that by providing ongoing support to anyone. We also like to say that suicide prevention starts with us. So the volunteers that come into the hotline, they dedicate their time to us, and they range from anyone to students, parents, grandparents, and the reason behind that is suicide prevention starts with us. So, take the opportunity to learn more, be that voice that connects with someone else.
Ella está diciendo que ahora se está viendo mucho más la gente. Hay mucha gente que está sufriendo y no pueden hablar de lo que les está pasando. Tú sabes, de lo que ellos están ahí y ustedes no están solos. Right? Ustedes no están solos. You're not alone. And that's exactly what I kept talking. That's what I keep saying. We're a family and we need to make sure that we take care of each other. And so I want to thank you so very much. Stay wow. Y si quieren información, ella tiene toda la información así afuera. Cojan toda la información, porque uno nunca sabe a quién le va a hacer falta en tu familia. You never know in your family who's going to need this information. This information is critical. It is crucial. And you should make sure you're here now. Take all the information that's out here right now. Okay, that's why I'm doing this, because it's very dear to me that to make sure that everybody's okay. All right? Even I get crazy sometimes.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. No, it's a lot. So I know if I be feeling it, I can imagine. I'm blessed. I have a big family. I can call my kids up and my grandkids, and they make me feel better. But there's a lot of people that don't even have that. There's seniors in apartments that don't have nobody. And we got to learn how to knock on our neighbor's door and say, hey, you okay? That's it. Are you okay? Do you need something from the store? It only takes a minute, guys. You never know. You never know who's the one that's going to save your life. It might be your worst enemy, and that person might save your life. So let's keep it 100, y'all. Let's keep it 100. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, we got some more people coming in that we're gonna, okay? Okay.
El 25 fueron, nos van a operar el otro lado. Otra cadera me van a operar. Oh, shit. Sí, tú me decís una hora. Ay, entonces, ¿cuándo te vas a hacer? Pues cortame, no me importa, yo corté a mi dinero. Lo que estoy pasando ahora. Mira, yo estoy tan allá. 2 semanas ya. ¿Y cuánto tiempo tuviste cuando te pones la cadera?
No, I'm trying to think about what it was. Oh, I can, yeah.
No, me esperan es como 6.
Not about me.
We now have the American Foundation of Suicide Prevention. Okay? Please take heed.
Hello, everyone.
Come over here because we're filming.
I usually charge you with parents.
Oh, okay. Come on, I got you.
You got me? So, hi, my name is Yona. I'm from the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention New York City chapter, but we have chapters all across the country. And we are the nation's leading organization supporting suicide prevention and suicide research. So, we connect folks to resources. We go to college campuses, we go to different communities where we talk about suicide. Because what we've discovered is, just make sure I'm talking right, that the leading reason for suicide death is because people don't talk about it. And the more we make it safer for people to talk about it, the more they can tell us what's going on. We want it to be just like if someone's knee is hurting, and they say, hey, I'm going to go to a doctor. If someone is not doing well, talk to someone. So we do a lot of research. We do a lot of fundraising. One of the ways that we get the message out is with our community walks and our national walks. This year, we do community walks in the Bronx. It's going to be happening in the next couple weeks or months, I think. Bronx, Staten Island, there's going to be Brooklyn, Queens, but eventually we're going to have a Brooklyn and Queens. There's going to be a New York City one, October 12th. It's usually on a Saturday or a Sunday. And then every year we have something called the Overnight Walk. It's been going on for 30 years, where we go to different cities each year. And there's a whole day of programming. It starts usually in the middle of the day. It's probably around a couple thousand people usually come together. And they pick a different city and they walk overnight. So for example, this past year, we were in New York City. We started at the Intrepid on the West Side Highway. We walked over the Manhattan Bridge into Brooklyn, back over the Brooklyn Bridge into Manhattan, and then all the way back walking. It was 16.4 miles. Wow. So I met my quota for steps for that. But yeah, I'll be around, my colleagues will be around, happy to answer any questions. But really, one of the things that we're really trying to get across is, it's okay to talk about it. It's okay to talk about it. There shouldn't be any shame. And we got it.
Lo que él está diciendo que lo que están viendo porque mucha gente están haciendo el suicidio porque no están hablando. Él dice, es como cuando te duele la pierna, ¿verdad? Tú vas para el doctor. Pero cuando te duele la alma, háblale a alguien. Y eso es lo que está pasando, que nosotros no hablamos. Y es la verdad. We don't talk. We don't talk. You know, we keep stuff inside and keep stuff inside. And that gets us sick. And we need to talk to somebody. Pick up the phone. That's why it's good to call your neighbor. I try to call everybody as much as I can. You know, I try to be on the phone all the time. I try to make sure, you know, calm and listen. I try. but I'm only one person. We need to all do it. We need to, as a matter of fact, before we leave out of here, everybody needs to take everybody's number and say, hi, how you doing? What did you think about it? Because we all need somebody.
Can I share something?
Sure.
So if you took a look at me, I have a wife, I think. I'll find out when I get home tonight. We're married 22 years, so I make a lot of jokes. Every year I ask her, are we still married? But we have 4 beautiful kids together. 2 are in college. One is in high school. One is in elementary school. We have a decent apartment in Brooklyn. I have a really good job that I like. My wife has a job that most of the time she likes. We have a roof overhead. We don't have to worry about paying our bills. And most people will look at me and say, hey, I'm happy, I'm good, I'm smiling. But most people wouldn't know that I'm lucky to be alive today. Amen. Because I have attempted suicide. And I used to be afraid to tell people because there was stuff going on in my head that I was too embarrassed to talk about. Wow. And I took a chance one day. And I remember sharing my story. And everyone in the group that I was sharing with, tears, just tears. They looked different to me, they were different to me, all races, nationalities, genders, everything. And when I started asking them some questions, well, I didn't know you felt like that. And everyone kept on saying, I didn't know you felt like that. Because if you know someone feels like that, it's safer to talk about. So please, it's okay to talk about.
Yeah. Okay. And thank you for sharing your story.
My pleasure.
I'm gonna share something with you. Yeah,
Huh?
I said I'm gonna share something, what I shared with you earlier.
You want to share?
Yeah.
Anybody, this is an open thing. Anybody that's feeling something, that wants to talk, this is open. This is your day.
Yeah.
This is time where you can talk out. If you got a problem and maybe somebody in here can help. That's why we're here. So if you feel like talking, you want to spread, listen, we're here. We're here till 7 o'clock. How about that? Okay? But go ahead.
I'm Juanita, and most of you see me, sometimes you see me with carts or whatever. And I've worked as an educator with the Board of Ed, working with youth for almost 30 years. So, but the point is, you never know until it hits home what happens sometimes. So one day, I'm over at Grace Church, I come home, and I see a text. It says, I love you, Grandma. I'm just leaving it. People might say, oh, you know what? That sounds good to me. My granddaughter loved me, but that's not what I felt. I called my other granddaughter, and I said, I just received something. I'll just use the name from John. And it just says simply, I love you. But this is not how we speak to one another with just incomplete sentences. I said, she said, oh, but I got that too. So every family member was saying, we just received, I love you. We should have been rejoicing. Wow. Someone loves me. It wouldn't let go within my heart. The sister called me back and she said, she didn't return my calls. I went to bed that night saying, God, there's something wrong. 3 days later, I get a call. She says, I took medicine. I tried to kill myself, but I did not die. Wow. See, sometimes you can just look at it. The love that she was saying, I love you, grandmother, was that her goodbye and a message of help. Wow. And I tried to get in touch with her, and every place that I called, people were thinking I'm crazy. Somebody's telling you they love you, and you don't receive it as that. I received it. So know the person. And as soon as we went through this as a family, I'm not ashamed to share it, because it was with my son. My son had passed something, and he was her father. And we, as adults, sometimes you explain to them, oh, he just went to heaven, or he's in a better place. sometimes they don't understand it that way. That was her father, that was a love that she had for him, and she wouldn't let it go. So and I'm sharing this that maybe this helps somebody, and as this went on, I started to call my family. Normally, if that had happened years ago, I would have hid it. I would have said, that's our business. Nobody needs to know about what goes on in this house.
That's right.
And you know what? I serve God, and He's going to take care of it. Yes, He gives you wisdom.
That's it.
He gives you with wisdom, understanding. So I called my family. I said, I have something we all need to speak about. Forget about just the family reunions that we go to. There's something that just happened, and I have to share with you. So can we all come together as a reunion, as a family, as a people? And is there anyone else that feels that they're not good enough, that they have lacked hope, that you need some kind of help, just exactly what we're going through now? You know, even as I share this, I say we need to talk about it. We need to stop speaking to one another and not listening. I had to learn not to always be so authoritative and sit down and speak with my own children. I keep it real. Sometimes we don't want to listen. And I remember having an 8th grade student say to me one day, I said, why don't you go home and speak to your mother about all of this? She said I can't speak to her. Nobody can. And I remember walking away from the school with tears coming down my cheeks. I said, she describing you. Sometimes we don't want to admit it. So I said to her, I will go with you for whatever kind of help you need. Because usually when that happens, it's not an isolated incident. There's something else going on within the family, and we all need to come together as one. And I share this out of love. I share this, maybe it could be your grandchild, it could even be you. We're all good enough. Yeah, so I wanted that to be heard. To listen to our children, listen to our friends, even listen to yourself. Self-reflection, soul care. And I say this to everyone from my heart. Amen.
Thank you so much for sharing. I want to thank you so much.
I just want to
Let him finish.
I just want to clear one more thing. I would rather listen to you than talk about it.
I know that's right. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Veteran. I served 23 years, and a lot of people look at us as veterans disrespectful. You want to know why people call us crazy. People say we got post-traumatic stress disorder, but you don't know what we've been through to make it that way. Statistics show that 6 veterans a day commit suicide.
Yes.
6 veterans a day. And the reason being is the world turned their back on us. Once we go and serve your country, my country, you come home, everybody looks at you, they talk about you, they make you feel so uncomfortable. At the same time, while you in combat, you see in legs and heads and your close friends that are dead.
Come on now.
I'm so glad that God gave me the opportunity
Say it.
to say these words.
Yes.
These words been wanting to come out my mouth for over 30 years. I've seen people who go into the military and jump off the roof because they don't want to finish the training. Then I see these young men out here shooting each other. But nobody knows. If you're a real man, go to the military. Then you'll see who you really are. Then you can be like me. Now people call me crazy. If I am crazy, they make me crazy. And guess what? I am crazy. Because the government made me crazy. Did I ever try to commit suicide? 5 times. But it wouldn't work. Because God didn't want me to leave here yet.
Say it. You're loved.
By the help of my wife and Almighty Jesus, I'm still here.
Come on now. Thank you.
So I'm just saying, don't look at us like we strange because we wear these hats. We proud. What's wrong with being proud for what you done? You don't hate on my hat. I serve this country.
Man, say it.
So I'm asking everybody today, when you see a veteran, realize why he wearing this hat, why he might be crazy, and try to understand him. We not poison. Befriend us. Don't run from us. Don't, on the subway, people look at us. People look at us like we dirt. Who want to live in a world, in a country where you went and fought and people look at you like dirt? People want to die when you do that. It's not fair. God bless everyone. I just figure I
God
let you know.
bless you, we love you.
Amen. It's my brother in Christ right here, I tell you. Listen, the floor is open. El piso está abierto para el que quiera hablar. Si tú tienes un problema y quieres hablar, desahógate. Desahógate. This is time where you can bring everything out. We can get you some help. We get you the help you need. This is why I'm doing this. Brooklyn, I know you got something to say. Get your...
Okay. My name is Louis Rosali. I come out of town.
Okay, oh yeah.
And the first time I experienced a person that was close to me commit suicide. He was a young guy, good family, big family. We both were in the same grade. We graduated high school. He went into college. I went into college. He wanted to become a doctor. And next thing I heard, he committed suicide. And I said, this person here basically had everything that we wanted to have, we believe, but there was something missing. And what was missing, basically, I don't know, and I can never answer it. I talked to his parents, they were broke out because there was the pride of their life. And he took his life. Everybody here would want to have a kid that would go and get himself out of the ghetto. And basically go to the next step, and we'll go in the same, and I never thought about suicide. I love myself once. But at that time, there was something wrong, and it happened. Then came the 50s, and people were jumping off the roof. Wow. Because they were taking crack and dust, and that was affecting their brains. Now, I have a brain injury, and basically it affected my left side. And I lost a lot of my family to dementia and Alzheimer's. All of a sudden, they're okay, and they're gone. So, unfortunately, if you lose a hip, if you have a problem with your back, they can cure that. They can't cure what's in your brain.
Amen.
We're not there yet. We'll get there someday. Like you were talking about. A lot of soldiers were under a lot of stress. And basically, sometimes I'm going to die tomorrow. That's heavy stress. You know, and you don't know if you're going to come out there. You came out and then you go back and you sleep back and you think about all your friends that died. Good people. So, what I'm saying to you is we have to put a lot more money into what's up here. What makes people take drugs? What makes people kill themselves? Why don't people love themselves and love their neighbor? It all starts with wanting to be good and helping everybody. If you got a problem with helping somebody, you got the problem. Not the problem that needs help. So I'm saying to you, God bless you all, and stay positive.
Thank you. Okay, anybody else have anything? Okay, I want you to know, first of all, I need you to realize this. I got a phone call that, you know, we got Douglas on Broadway. Well, Douglas on Broadway, they're trying to privatize that. They're trying to privatize the hostels and the Whipsaw Brown Show. I am taking signatures. We need 1,100 signatures of people that are only on the lease to say, we ain't having that here. We want to own our own. All right? So I'm going to have my girl get everybody's signature. Please sign it. Please. It is really important. Without y'all, they can come in here and take over. Louis, you can attest to it. Go ahead. Come on, Louis. Louis can talk about it.
5 years ago, they started a program that they took some public housing and they privatized it. Those buildings in a couple of years are going to be basically moved by private people out of the NYCHA. So there was a meeting here a couple of weeks ago where we met with some people that wanted to privatize the building under a trust. I said, what the heck is a trust? What is a trust? They're going to do it under Section 8, same thing. They have the right, they have, listen to me, they have the right that once the mortgage is paid, they can tell you, out. You're gonna go into market rent, and you know what the market rent is. Okay? Nobody in this room might be able to afford it. Or struggling to afford it. So I'm saying is that that's what's going on, and now with Trump, he's going a step further. He's telling everybody, 2 years max for your kids. Well, we're not going to mess with the senior citizens, but the kids, 2 years, they don't get a job, they get the fuck out of here. I'm saying it, he's not saying it that way, but it means the same shit. You know, it means that he's going to fuck all of you, excuse the language. But I gotta say it, be real. You know, you've been conditioned that it's never going to end, but the end is here.
The end is here.
The end is here, and you can stop it.
Necesitamos que firmen. La firma está diciendo que tú no estás dando tu apartamento ni lo puedes vender. Ese apartamento es tuyo y nosotros lo vamos a comprar. Sin tu firma, ellos pueden venir y quitarte tu apartamento. Okay? Please sign. I appreciate it.
And when I first came here, I went to court.
All right, I have the letter for anybody that wants to take signatures. It's important.
I'm not.
Please don't take it if you're not going to do it.
I'm not.
Please.
I got some.
This is something very serious. No lo coja si no lo va a hacer. Hazme favor.
They're very nasty to me. Oh, you told me that 2 years ago. I don't want them to sign that.
I'm going to give it to you.
Because if something goes wrong, they're going to blame me. Oh, you can't? I can't stand that. I talked to my son. First of all, I know I can't do this without.
I gotta go to your building. But I said, where's the paper at?
I seen them when they put it up. It was a manager put it up and 2 other people. I was standing right there.
Oh, you was standing there when you put it up?
He's there. The lady,
I only got one person.
no,
I don't need to go to my building.
Anybody else want to take signatures?
Carmen! Carmen!
Carmen, those people are nasty. Yeah. They take them down.
Okay, hold it.
So then, I know they can't put me on the show. I put all people on the show. I didn't know that. I know.
We ain't leaving you on that show.
None of them, they can't go either. But I don't trust them people. They won't try.
They're doing it now. I trust them. Because I got a friend that I do all the time. I told you they want to see the friend that over the building. You said, I to get you to go out and go I said, Judge, and I said, they gave me 2 years. And nobody